Welcome everybody to another day in Jen's life, and we're very happy to welcome you all. Today we're going to talk about the difference between meeting in person before and after. Yeah, like sometimes you see one person and you don't know them yet, and you're like, I think that person is, like you kind of like get ideas and concepts that sometimes are the completely opposite from what the person actually is. So let's be honest, we haven't talked about this yet, you and me. It's a little bit one time, but let's go deep and let's say with fully honest and transparency, what did you thought I was? Who you thought I was before meeting me?
Yes.
And what changed you actually did?
Wow. Welcome to another J&J personal and exclusive. What did I thought? I thought honestly before I met you that you wouldn't be so deep, like spiritually, artistically, and that actually made me fall for you so much more because like when you have I'm not about that online thing, like getting like deep online before I don't know you. I want to meet you in person. I want to see who you are, and I want to feel that energy. I don't want to do that just online. So it was always like very superficial, but like the connection was there, but we never really went deep. So when I met you, I was a little blown away by like who you actually were, and also the whole perspective of what I had from the show, which obviously we've been in it and we both know that is the last thing to know each other, which is using a reference of the show.
Yeah,
that is how not to know each other, you know what I mean? So so I didn't use that as a reference, but I was like very, I just didn't expect that at all. I was like, wow.
How did you feel that it was?
I thought you would
kind of like describe this character.
I thought you would be more like super not superficial, but maybe a little bit in a way where I thought that was really what you cared about, and I think that was also because of the seeds that were planted in all the stereotypes that people said, and this and this and that, and this is what you are. And also, the hardcore. I didn't believe you at first when you said you liked hardcore music, and like outside just like salsa music and stuff. But that was actually, I mean, not the case.
Surprise.
You that was a really good surprise.
Hardcore,
She likes hardcore music. I was looking at that too. I was like, what kind of hardcore life, hardcore
that is
this?
like winning the lottery.
So
what are the chances?
The chances are like
right.
great. Yeah. So I was very happy with that, and I was like, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big surprise, positively.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going
what
to
about
say
you?
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so before meeting you, I had kind of like an idea of you that you were very like shallow too, very superficial, and I don't know, like not as I wouldn't say that I thought that you were like not as smart or something. Of course you are, but like when I met you, I really saw how intelligent you are and how interesting and how you can speak about different, subjects and topics, and that was super surprising, and how deep you are too, and how emotional, because like I don't know, maybe for the stereotypes too, I had kind of like this image that you will be too cold, like like don't like to cuddle, don't like to hug, don't like, because my culture is very warm. Me personally, I'm not like hugging everybody because it's not part of my personality, but I like my couple, of course. I'm very, I like the show. No, very touchy, very like, you know. And I thought that you were the complete opposite because of the stereotypes, you know, that is just stupid. Yeah, so I was like, oh no, I hope that he hugs me. I hope that he says he loves me. And like sometimes, so this is completely like the opposite. So for what people say about Europeans, like he's just not the example of that. Like sometimes he is more warm than me. Yeah. Yeah, another thing, you are taller than I thought, which was a good thing. Because I knew before that in Holland there's the tallest people in the world, so I kind of like expected you to be tall, but you were taller than I expected, so that's great. What else? What else? Yeah, I think that your universal perception, the way that you see things, because you have been traveling so much, that gave you kind of like a bigger spectrum of everything, which I think is super interesting. So you are much more interesting than I thought. But you, as I expected, kind of like had that free spirit that, you know, like allows you to communicate and to fit so well with so many different cultures and many different type of people. Like, I think that's very interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's beautiful. Sorry guys, I'm processing all this because this is the first time we do this, you know, so it's very raw. That's beautiful. Yeah, I recognize the I think one thing we do share as well is like we're both emotional beings, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that really allows us to be so open with each other and so vulnerable. I'm a sucker for romance. I'm a sucker for love, like the cuddling and everything. And I think that is something that we like both were like very quickly connected through. Like
Yeah,
you
and
know,
it's
yeah,
so beautiful
yeah,
and unexpected, because I
yeah,
thought that you were more cold and more like
yeah.
stoic. You are very stoic, but in when it comes
To the
love,
to my partner, no,
to
yeah,
love,
yeah,
no, and like I'm so happy for that. Thank you,
yeah.
God. Thank you, universe.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
What else?
Like things that you thought that they're the complete opposite.
I So yeah, one thing I was really pleasantly surprised with is the fact that you have so many abilities, like artistically. Like you're like really great with painting, like you're really great with writing, like creatively, like you can do so much, and it's so attractive to me. And when I never expected this, you know, like I didn't know. So when I see you paint, or whether we are here or anywhere and you write, I just melt. And it's something that I'm super attracted to, and so much support. And it's a side that I hope that you like really like blew more, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing is that myself, I'm very minimalistic, very practical. Like I love to dress stylish but comfortable sometimes too. Like I don't think it's necessary to just be on heels all day. And you know, I like to do my makeup at most. Like I love skincare, so I am not into like a bold look per se. I'm very into natural look. So before meeting you, I thought that you were into, you know, this kind of like heels and salon kind of hair all the time, and like pasty
Oh no,
bold looks.
you thought
And
that? Oh my
yeah,
god.
because that's kind of like what it shows, that you are into it, that you were into it before. But then, and I'm like, I'm not going to be that he probably liked. You know, I'm just going to be me and just how I am. And if he likes it, perfect. If he doesn't like it, I mean, there's nothing I can do because I couldn't portray myself in a way that I'm not, because it will just be, you know, I couldn't stand for that fake character.
Thank God.
So since the beginning, I went to the airport to meet him for the first time. A lot of people say like, why didn't you wear heels and like you just like, you know? And I was like, no, like I wanted to present myself as I am, like with sneakers, business casual.
I love it.
Yeah, very like, yeah. And it didn't matter because, and at the end, nothing of that matters because it's you and me, and it's the connection, and it's like, and I show myself as I am, you know, like I'm not the classical style, and I love it because it's just the way I am. But he happens to love my style, the way I dress, the way I like, not 100, yeah, like clean face kind of look, and that was a surprise to me too, because I thought that you were expecting this, you know, Barbie kind of look, and
no Barbie for me.
Opposite.
No, and that's another thing that I love. You know, we both
Fantastic
like very
plastic.
like natural, and we both like, you know, simplicity. We like minimalism, and now like, you know, moving into our place, it's just very nice to have these things that we share, you know, and
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning up with J&J. If you have any question, if you want to know something specific, just ask us. Please leave a comment, give a like, and don't forget to subscribe and to share our content.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support, and look forward to doing the next video of what you guys want to see.